Hey guys, welcome to Heat Happy Energy Amor Tarot. So let's talk to your person's higher self today. What do they want to tell you? So to begin with, let's see whose energy is showing up. Who is this person? Star and Seven of Swords came out. See, this person is somebody who believes in hope, who believes in spiritual world. At core, this is someone who carries healing energy, genuine desire to do better, even if they don't always know how. Because Seven of Swords is where this person also hides, avoids confrontation, chooses silence and distance instead of facing uncomfortable emotions. So they want healing, but they don't always know how to be, honest while getting there. So this person is not malicious. They are wounded, is what I feel. They believe in hope and second chances, yet they struggle with transparency, opening up, emotional courage. They often feel like, they are safe if they are protecting themselves than explaining themselves. Even when their heart wants to stay connected, they just pull back because they don't want to get into any kind of confrontation here. So let's see, what do they want to tell you? What does my viewers person want to tell my viewers? Eight of Cups. Overall energy is Queen of Cups. There is a lot of emotion attached here. Queen of Cups is loving energy. I don't know if you are somebody who's very intuitive. So their higher self wants you to know that, um, you know, walking away was never about lack of feeling. It was about not knowing how to stay without losing themselves. This card shows emotional overwhelm, not emotional absence. This is where they left because they felt lost, not because they stopped, caring. At soul level, the emotion is still there. Queen of Cups is all about emotions. They may not show it, but emotionally, you are still held with care, with compassion, with understanding. Sometimes, people leave not because love is gone, but because emotional courage hasn't arrived yet. So their higher self is saying here, please don't take my distance as rejection. I need space to understand my emotions, not to erase you from my heart, because possibly I can never do that because of the emotions that I feel for you. Um, but this is, please remember, this is not asking you to pause or chase, okay, your life. It's simply giving you the truth, the emotional, that emotionally the connection mattered, even if they didn't know how to stay present, in it. Okay. Let's see. What what do you want from my viewers right now? What do you want from my viewers right now? Ace of Swords, overall energy, justice. I don't know what kind of fairness they want from you, but they want balance. They want some sort of justice. Um, they want honesty, clear words, clear boundaries, and no guessing games. Um, this is about truth being spoken, even if it's uncomfortable. At a soul level, they want balance, fairness, emotional accountability. They want things to be named as they are, not covered up, or avoided. So, clarity is the love language here right now. Their higher self, um, it's not asking you to chase them or prove anything here. This is where they need honest conversation, honest expectations, honest choices here. Um, and this also applies to you. So see, if clarity can't exist in this connection, then justice reminds you that choosing yourself is also a fair decision, is what they are telling you here. Okay, let's see. Um, do you miss my viewers? Do you miss my viewers? Ten of Wands, overall energy, Nine of Pentacles. So, Nine of Pentacles is a card where one is self sufficient. They don't need anyone. They're happy on their own. They're building their life, working on themselves. but they do miss you. Missing you feels heavy, complicated, it's emotionally exhausting for them. They carry the weight of unspoken feelings, some sort of guilt, responsibility when they think about you. They're trying to convince themselves they're better off alone. They present, strength and independence with this Nine of Pentacles energy. But there is still this emotional weight that they are holding inside. They miss you, but they're tired of carrying feelings they don't know what to do with. So the high self is saying, I miss you, but I don't know how to hold emotions without it overwhelming me. So I choose self control over vulnerability. Um, but also remember, this is not a reflection of your worth. It is my own emotional capacity which is lacking, is why I'm not able to hold those emotions. Now, if this is resonating with you, do subscribe to the channel. Okay, um, let's ask, what is it? What is it that you wish you could have done differently? Hanged Man, overall energy, Seven of Cups. I wish I did not keep you, you know, stuck in that position. I wish I would have looked at things with different perspective. This is where they wish they had paused, looked at things differently, and responded with awareness instead of avoidance. They see now that waiting, withdrawing, or doing nothing was also a choice that they made in this whole situation. At a soul level, they admit that they were confused, overwhelmed. They confused you also. They kept you overwhelmed, emotionally scattered. They didn't know what to choose, so they chose nothing. Confusion delayed what clarity could have healed here. Their higher self is saying, I wish I had slowed down enough to understand my emotions instead of escaping them, and understood your emotions, your needs, your desires, in order to, um, you know, let this connection flow rather than keeping you in this confused state of mind. They recognize now that indecision is what has created this distance between the two of you. It's not lack of care, and this awareness is real, but awareness alone doesn't rewrite the past. So this is like someone realizing their mistake is meaningful. And um, yeah, so let's see, do you want to reconcile with my viewers? So Five of Wands flew out. Do you want to reconcile with my viewers? Five of Pentacles, overall energy, King of Wands. I do, but there are too many things happening in my mind. So there is inner conflict. There could be possibly external factors which are influencing. Um, a scarcity mindset is another thing which I'm seeing here. They do want to reconcile. This is, yes, but there's a lot of inner conflict, ego battles, external opinions, fear of losing control. They feel torn between desire and resistance here. At a deeper level, they feel emotionally left out. They're like lonely, insecure, afraid of rejection from you. They worry that they may not be enough. Or that it may already be too late to do anything about it. King of Wands, this is desire which is there, but it becomes, you know passion. It comes from passion, but with the rest of the energies, I don't see consistency. See, they do want to lead with confidence, yet they haven't fully mastered the emotional stability. So they want reconciliation, but not while they're still fighting themselves. Their higher self is somewhere admitting that, I do want to come back, I do want to reconcile, but I'm struggling with fear and pride and insecurity. So the intention exists, but it's not grounded in emotional readiness. See, wanting reconciliation is not the same as being ready for it. And that is something that you should know, because you should not keep passively waiting for somebody who's not willing to meet you at your level, right? Let's ask, what, okay, what is it that you want to tell my viewers? one last message that you want to tell my viewers. The moon, overall energy is Knight of Wands. I am confused as ever. I'm overwhelmed. Moon is about fears, doubt. So this person is in fearful energy. Moon and Knight of Wands together is like confusion, impulsive energy. You want to take action. There is a lot of passion, but again, it lacks consistency here. So at a soul level, there is this fear, confusion, and a lot of unspoken emotion here. They don't fully trust their own feelings at this point, and that uncertainty creates hesitation. At the same time, there is this strong desire to act impulsively, to rush in, to say something, to do something, especially when emotions are at peak. They swing between, silence and sudden urges. So they feel deeply, but they act inconsistently. The higher self is showing that reconciliation energy exists, but it's unstable right now. The mood says they're still emotionally unclear. The Knight of Wands says when they do act, it's driven by passion, not planning. So, what this means for you is more important. This isn't someone who doesn't care. This is someone who hasn't mastered emotional direction yet. See, deep feelings without clarity create mixed signals, and you don't need to decode confusion to prove your worth. You keep your head high, keep working on yourself, and uh, you know, do what you're doing in your life. Don't wait passively because this person is not ready just yet. I hope this gave you some clarity. Thank you for watching.